So I'm glad you guys asked, and I'm glad he was trying to help you guys. That's good. All right. When it's 2x, when they're squished together, that means 2 times x, right? But in math, we don't write the multiplication symbol, the dot. When it's together, you should know, Diego, that it's multiplication. Luis, what is the opposite of multiplication? Division. So we're going to divide. And this symbol, this bar, this fraction bar, in math means division. So we're writing it down. This means division. The opposite of multiplication is division. So we're going to divide by 2 on this side. What are we going to do to this side? Divide by 2. So if mathematically I divide by 2 on this side, I have to divide by 2 on this side. Whatever I do to one side, I have to do to the other side. X is greater than or equal to 6. All right. Well, this is multiplication. All right. Let me do one more with multiplication. If you can do it ahead of me, do it ahead of me. 7x is less than 35. Okay? You have 7x is less than 35. The hardest part of this is recognizing what operation is happening right here. What does it mean when it's 7 and x together? It means, no, this means multiplication. This means multiplication. So what do you have to do? The opposite, which is to divide. So when it's together, Jason, it means multiplication. You're going to do the opposite. So divide by 7, divide by 7. Good. Yes. All right. So that's when it looks like multiplication, correct? That's when it looks like multiplication. So now, more new stuff. If I have x divided by 3, so when it's written like this, it means division. It means x divided by 3. X divided by 3 is greater than, let's say, 12. And the answer is not 4. This means division. You are walking into a division problem. What are you going to do? Multiply. Here's how we show multiplication. You're going to draw parentheses and put the 3 in there. Draw parentheses and do the 3 in there. What does this mean when it's 12 parentheses 3? This means multiplication. Some of you learned this last year with your 6th grade teacher, except it didn't have an inequality, it had an equal sign. But it's the same steps.
X is greater than 36.
When you start off with division, dividing by 3, and all of a sudden you put a multiply by 3, that eliminates it. And that's the whole point. We want to get rid of this 3, right? So if I multiply by 3, I get rid of the 3. It's the opposite. So you're just left with x. You're not left with 9. We want to eliminate it. We want to get rid of it. You don't want to create a bigger problem, right? We want to eliminate it. What do you mean, what's the point of the numbers?
Yeah, why are they there?
Because it's math.
What is math?
So let me put it into context. I baked a bunch of cookies last night. Okay? Okay, listen. Please listen. Pedro, okay, thank you. Okay, I baked a lot of cookies. I don't know how many cookies I baked. I'm going to divide it by 10 students, okay? I baked some cookies. I have 10 students in my after-school club, let's pretend. And each student is going to get the same amount. Each student got less than or equal to 5 cookies. So I have 10 students, and they each got less than or equal to 5 cookies. How many cookies did I bake? That's your X. You got to figure out how many cookies did Miss O'Malley bake that she divided by 10 kids. And each kid got less than or equal to 5 cookies. So you're going to put your bars.
50.
Correct. This means division. So what are you going to do? Divide. You're going to write this down, Wendy. So you don't tell me 2. So Miss Lamelli baked less than or equal to 50 cookies.
That's a lot of cookies.
Yep, but you know. Okay, do we understand? So when it looks like a fraction, it means division. You're going to multiply. When they're pushed together, it means multiplication, so you're going to divide. You do the opposite. Just like yesterday. Yesterday, if it had an addition sign, you subtracted. If it was subtraction, you add. So same thing here. Question from yesterday.